Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can cut this beautiful corset with a strap. So if it's something you would love to learn, do wait to watch to the end of the video, like, share and subscribe. And if you are new on my channel, please do wait to hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified anytime we drop new video. So let's get right to it. The first thing is to take our vertical measurement, and from the top here is our starting point and our shoulder line. So I'm going to come here to take my vertical measurement. From the top I'm going to come down to mark my bust point. From my shoulder to my bust point is 9.5 inches. I mark that, and then from the top again I'm going to come down to mark my under bust point. From my shoulder to my under bust is 12 inches. I'm going to mark that and really line across as well. Then from the shoulder again I'm going to come down to mark my waist point. From my shoulder to my waist is 15 inches. I'll mark that and extend the line across this way. Then from the waistline I'm going to come down to mark my basque line. I'm going to mark 3 inches. You can do more than 3 inches. It depends on how long you want your basque to be. All right, so this is my basque line, this is my waistline, this is my under bust line, and then this is my bust line. So I'm going to come to the shoulder line here, divide my shoulder by 2, then at that point I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then I'm going to come here to mark my basic neck of 3 inches, though we won't be needing this, but it's just for a guide for us. Okay, I'm just going to connect from there to my shoulder slope this way. I'm going to mark my neck depth of 3 inches here as well, and I'll connect with my curve rule this way. The next thing is to mark our arm length, which is our chest line, and how to get that: divide your bust by 6, then add 1.5 inches to the measurement. I got 7. I'm going to extend that point across this way. So I'm going to come here and mark my shoulder measurement on my chest line here to have a straight line. I'm going to connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the point we just marked on the chest line this way. So I'm going to come here and label this as chest line. I'll come to this line here, divide it into 2 equal halves to get a midpoint, and the midpoint of 7 is 3.5. I'll go in by half an inch at that point. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. I'll mark it on the chest line. Then I'll connect my armhole with my curve rule this way. So the next thing is to mark our dart, and to mark your dart you are going to divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. I'll mark the 3.5 on the bust line, under bust line, on the waistline, and also on the basque line. Then I'll connect the point with a straight line like so. So I'm going to come to the under bust line and mark 1 inch on both sides of the dart leg. If you're a plus size person, you can mark 1.5 inch on the center front and 2 inch on the side front. I'm going to mark the 1 inch on both sides all the way to the basque line. Then I'll connect the point together like so. So I'm going to come to the bust line, come down by half an inch here. Then I'll connect with my curve rule like so. I'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to measure the distance I have from my bust line to my under bust line. I got about 2.5 inches. I went up from the bust line by that 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to come here to mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 at that point as well, and extend this line to that point like so. Then I'm going to mark half an inch on both sides of the dart leg. I'm going to mark half an inch here and then connect it back into the initial line. I'm going to use my curve rule to just do this. I'll do the same thing on this side, just connect with my curve rule into the initial line. So I'm going to come here from the bust line. I'm going to go up by 1.5 inches. This is like my chest line. If you can do more than 1.5 inches, this is where I want my corset to start from. It depends on what you want at this point. Then at that point I'll go in by half an inch. This is the distance you have in between your bust, right? Your fabric is going to be unfolded. By the time you open it, it's going to be 1 inch. So I'll just connect to that point like with my curve rule. Then from that point again I'll connect all the way to my under bust line, forming my cup this way. You can see what we have here. Then I'm going to come to the armhole, divide what I have there into 2 equal halves to get a midpoint. Then I'm going to connect with my curve rule all the way to that midpoint this way. And then from the midpoint, I'll just connect with my curve rule all the way to the under bust line, forming the other cup. Next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'm going to replace the 1 inch we took for that here and then add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the under bust line, divide my under bust by 4. I'm going to mark it here. The 2 inches for that, I'm going to replace it, then add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4. You can snatch your waist by 1 inch since it's a corset, so that it will look snatched on your body, right? I'm going to replace the 2 inch for that, then add my sewing allowance. Then I'll just connect the point together like this. So to mark out our basque, I'm going to close down my dart. Make sure you do this before you mark out your basque, okay? Then I'm going to come in by my sewing allowance and connect like this all the way to the basque line. You can see what we did there. So this is how to do this. You can see. So this is basically it for the front. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out just so we can work on the back pattern. It's a very simple tutorial. So this is what we have after cutting. We have our cup 1 and our cup 2. We're going to cut ×2 of the cup. If you don't have to join this, you can just close down your dart this way so that you can cut it as one piece instead of joining it, so that you don't have too many pieces. You can just close it down and cut it on fold as one piece. All right, for the back pattern, I'm already gonna really have the necessary lines we need: my zipper allowance, waistline, and bust line. So I'm going to come to the top here, divide my shoulder by 2 and mark it. Make sure all your measurements are taken after the zipper allowance. I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll mark my basic neck of 3 inches, just the way we did for the front pattern. I'm going to connect from my shoulder slope all the way to the neck width this way. The next thing is to mark our arm length, and to mark your arm length, divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches to the measurement, just the way we did for the front. I'm going to mark the line across this way. So what I have as my shoulder measurement, I'm going to mark it on the chest line, so to have a straight line from our shoulder slant. So I'm just going to connect from the shoulder slant all the way to the point we just marked on the chest line, like so. So I'm going to come to this line, divide it into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint, and then at that point I will go in by ½ an inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. I'm going to mark it here and then connect my armhole. Make sure all your measurements are taken after the zipper allowance. All right, so the next thing is to mark our dart. I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 on the chest line, bust line, and on the waistline. All right, so I'll connect the points together like this. The next thing, I'm going to mark 1 inch on both sides of the dart leg, and then I'll come down from the chest line by 1 inch and connect my dart. See that we stop at the waist point for the back pattern. That is because the back pattern is not having a basque, so your back pattern should stop at the waist. Don't add the 3 inches we add for the front. Okay, the next thing is to impute our round body measurement. I've already marked my bust. I add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4. I'm going to mark it on the waistline, replace the dart we took, and then add my sewing allowance. Then I'll connect the points together. It's a very simple tutorial. It is very, very simple. This is just it for the back pattern. Then I'm going to come to the zipper allowance. I'm going to mark ½ inch here. This is to prevent our zip from bulging after sewing. So this part is very necessary. Make sure you do this, and then I'll slant it up this way. We're going to cut this excess out this way, and this is basically it for the back pattern. It's a very simple tutorial. The next thing I'm going to do right now is to cut it out. So if you want, you can leave your back straight this way, or you can just give it a little bit of curve if you want, but I'll just leave mine straight this way and I'll cut it out. So this is what we have. We are going to cut ×2 of each piece, but you can, if you don't want to have too many pieces, you can just tape it down just so you can cut ×2 only. All right, just tape it down this way so that you can just cut ×2 of this instead of having plenty pieces. And this is basically it for you. This is the front pattern and the back pattern, and this is all we have for today's tutorial. If I've watched to this point and you have not yet subscribed, please do wait to hit on the subscribe button before you go. Like, share. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section.